Welcome to Kirby Podcasts. The purpose of this podcast is to explain how you can participate in the discussion thread portion of our blended learning module. The first thing you want to do is you want to log in to Edmodo. In Edmodo, you want to go down to the Kirby Reading Group 2013-2014. Inside this group, there's a lot of different things you can see. First of all, notice that here's where I'll post videos like this one. I'm going to go into small group 1 so I can actually see my assignment. My assignment was to answer the question, was the British Parliament right to ask for the colonists to pay higher taxes in order to cover the costs of the French and Indian War? It also reminds me to use evidence from the text to support my answer. So, in order to answer this question, I'm supposed to put my answer in a new note. So I don't hit reply here. Instead, I'm going to type my answer up here. And as you can see, it's only going to show up to the people in group 1. That's sort of the automatic default. But what I know about typing in Edmodo is sometimes it's hard to format. Sometimes the internet goes out in the middle and I lose all my work. So I don't actually want to type my answer here. Instead, I want to type my answer in Word. But I want to remember what my question is. So I'm going to highlight my question, and then I'm going to right-click and hit Copy. Then I'll be able to paste the question into a Word document. So I need to open Microsoft Word. We know sometimes Word takes a minute. And then I'm going to right-click. Well, I have a couple options for paste. I could hit Control V. I could right-click and hit paste. Or up here in the left-hand corner, I can just hit paste. So here's my question. Was the British Parliament right to ask for the colonists to pay higher taxes in order to cover the costs of the French and Indian War? Now, I'm not actually going to answer this question because I don't want to give you an answer. But this is where, got to make sure we spell things correctly, you would type your answer to the question. Don't forget to use capital letters and periods appropriately. Appropriately. Also remember that sometimes you can use exclamation points or question marks, but don't overuse them. Specifically, don't overuse the exclamation points. Now, once I'm finished typing my answer, I want to copy and paste it back into Edmodo. So I highlight everything. I'm going to come over here and hit copy. Then I'm going to go back to the internet to Edmodo, and I'm going to hit Control V this time. And there's my work. Now, one of the options you have using Word, I'm going to flip back to Word really quick, is if you misspell, which I'm misspelling this word. Actually, I didn't misspell it. Let me misspell it. It actually fixed that one. So if I go back, and let's say I write a word like appropriately, but I misspell it, and it's going to keep fixing them. If you get the red line, fix it. This one I was so far off of, remember that I didn't know what I was doing. But don't turn anything in with red lines unless you are absolutely sure that it's spelled correctly. Like sometimes names are, it doesn't know names. So I paste it here, and then I'm going to hit send. Then my post would be seen by group 1. And then you come in and you're supposed to reply to your group members. So if this was one of my fellow group members and this was their post, I'm supposed to reply to their answer. Hey Carrie, I really enjoyed reading your post. I agree with you that, of course, there's nothing to agree to because I didn't actually answer the question. If I disagree, I might say something like, I'm not sure I agree with, and tell what I don't agree with. But just like in my post, I want to use evidence from the text to support my answer. This is how you go in and respond to the discussion questions and then reply to your group